There is a problem in our country and in the world. The people are unwilling to hear the science, and the scientists are unwilling to communicate it, to present it in a way that a gist can be understood without the years of dedicated study required for expertise. It is no coincidence that the Department of Health in the United States is led by an anti-vaccine proponent. The subversive bias must be quashed, but the establishment itself must also lend its knowledgeable hand. No longer shall the science communicator say, just trust the data. Rather, even if at the most cursory level, he must explain it. If you, and I speak directly to the experts here, with your employment of the scientific method and appreciation of rigor, were told to press the fabled I believe button when someone espoused conclusions regarding a subject you knew nothing about, you would feel cheated, patronized even, intellectually condescended. Trust is earned. It is not a thing that floats into the laps of the lowly common man as he gazes up at his marvelous rulers, those divine researchers. No. As humans, we are equal in our standing, and must, for the betterment of our creed, share what we know. But I do not intend to clear the average citizen of any wrongdoing. We are the smartest species on Earth, the most apt, such that we show off other animals at zoos, eat them, breed them to our liking, and are hunted by none of them. Yet we victors use the spoils for no advancement of our kind. The planet rots with smog. The streets rot with the impoverished innocents. Critical thinking is a reachable step on the staircase of true progress, to which no one bothers to lift their foot. I beg that you read. I beg that you ask questions, and I beg that when peer-reviewed research proving you wrong punches you in the face, you put on a bandage and shake its hand rather than swing back. In 2019, the Pew Research Center released an 11-question quiz on basic science concepts. Of the nearly 4,500 randomly sampled people who took it, 35% answered 5 or less questions correctly, and 83% were unable to achieve a perfect score. This is just one of many such examinations. Another found that a significant percentage of Americans do not know for sure that the Earth is round, and of those who do know, another percentage can produce no evidence for Earth's roundness. These are unacceptable failures through and through. In the 21st century, limitless information is available at your fingertips. We are more globalized than ever, and yet there are those who struggle to come to the same conclusions that the ancients did with far fewer tools at their disposal. To gain knowledge as a layman must from now on be treated as a privilege, not a burden. To disseminate knowledge as a scientist, the very same. Be willing to give the gift of reason, of understanding, with a warm heart, and be willing to receive it in kind. If a scientist's declarations fall on deaf ears, the system has failed. If the eager student rushes up to the scientist, only to be scoffed at and told to invoke blind faith, the system has also failed. It takes two. Through all of this, there is still hope, however, and the solution, as with many things in this world, begins and ends with the proper upbringing of the youth. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I will now, that unfortunately, the crisis is not only with American adults. Even on a national level, not just in underfunded regions, science test scores for school-aged children have been on the decline. An organization, the National Center for Education Statistics, administers exams every 4 years to representatively sampled 8th graders from across America. The most recent test, in 2024, saw nearly 40% of participants scoring below the lowest threshold of proficiency, called NAEP Basic. How can a gap this large be sealed? To overhaul the education system, which stamps out curiosity by the time elementary school is over, would take decades of new legislation and cultural shifts. There is a quicker method. Parents, heed the aforementioned advice, and once you have done this, reinstill that wonder into your children. Answer their endless questions, tiring as it may be, and if you don't know, you will figure it out with them. A new spirit will then be implanted in their brain. They will internalize this pedagogical philosophy and use it with their own offspring, a cycle of beautiful, unimpeded thought. This world is in the realm of possibility, and now it wanders still into the realm of necessity. This has been Super Ionic.